The NBA has spoken, and what they revealed might just pour more fuel on the fire for Lakers fans everywhere. On Monday, the league released its official last 2-minute report from Game 4 between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And in that report, the NBA admitted a crucial mistake. A foul was committed against Luka Doncic in the final seconds of the game, and it went completely uncalled. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Let that sink in. With just 33 seconds left on the clock, in a tightly contested playoff battle where every possession counted, Lakers superstar Luka Doncic was tripped by Jaden McDaniels near half-court. But instead of the whistle blowing, play continued. No foul. No free throws. Just silence. Dan Woik, the Lakers beat reporter for the LA Times, was one of the first to share the news online, confirming that the league recognized the trip as an officiating error. According to the NBA, this was the only incorrect call listed in the entire last 2-minute report. But it wasn't just a missed call, it was a moment that could have changed everything. Here's what happened. In the final stretch of the fourth quarter, with the Lakers down and desperately trying to fight back, Luka took the ball up the court. As he crossed mid-court, McDaniels made contact, clipping Luka's foot just enough to bring him down. The trip was obvious. Replay angles showed it clearly. But for some reason, the officials didn't blow the whistle. The Lakers managed to call a timeout immediately after the play, but the damage was done. The team was clearly rattled, frustrated, and rightfully so. That possession could have led to free throws, a momentum swing, or even a chance to tie or take the lead. After the game, head coach J.J. Redick didn't mince words when asked about the no call. Luka got tripped. That was a blatant trip. He doesn't just fall like that. We should have been at the free throw line. He got fouled, Redick said, clearly upset with the officiating crew. Fans took to social media immediately, with many calling the refereeing atrocious and one-sided. Clips of the incident went viral, showing how blatant the contact really was. Lakers supporters weren't alone either. Even neutral fans and analysts agreed that the missed call was a big one. And it's not just about one play. This was part of a bigger issue. Throughout Game 4, the Lakers faced questionable calls, inconsistent whistles, and what many believed to be a lack of fairness in crunch time. But this missed foul on Luka was the clearest example, and now, even the league has acknowledged it. Still, the Lakers had their chances. Luka Doncic once again led the way, putting up a stellar performance with 38 points on 13 of 28 shooting. He added 1 rebound, 2 assists, a steal, and a block, all in a grueling 46 minutes on the court. But here's the shocking part. Luka didn't get a single second of rest in the entire second half. Neither did LeBron James, or Austin Reeves, or Dorian Finney-Smith, or Rui Hachimura. Head coach J.J. Redick decided to ride his starting 5 for the full second half, no substitutions. While that decision speaks volumes about how much the team wanted the win, it may have backfired. Fatigue set in. Offensive execution suffered. And in those final possessions, the Lakers simply couldn't deliver. And now, they're on the brink of elimination. With the series slipping away, the Lakers have no room for error. Game 5 is set for Wednesday, and it's do-or-die time. If they lose, their season is over. If they win, they'll head back to Minnesota for a critical Game 6. But winning 3 straight games against this physical, defensively dominant Timberwolves team is no small task. LA will need more than just star power. They'll need discipline, poise, and yes, maybe a little bit of help from the officiating crew finally getting things right. For now, the missed foul on Luka is just another painful chapter in a season filled with close calls and what-ifs. But for Lakers fans and the team itself, there's still hope. Because as long as they have Luka, LeBron, and a roster willing to fight until the final buzzer, they still have a chance. It won't be easy. The margin for error is gone. The Lakers will need to outplay, outwork, and out-tough the Timberwolves from here on out. Game 5 is more than just another game. It's the beginning of their biggest battle yet. Will they fold under the pressure? Or will they rise and deliver one of the most improbable comebacks in recent memory? One thing's for sure, if the Lakers are going down, they're going down swinging. Game 4 is in the books, and once again, LeBron James gave it everything he had. He dropped 27 points, grabbed 12 rebounds, dished out 8 assists, and added 3 steals and 3 blocks. It was a complete performance from the 39-year-old superstar, but it still wasn't enough. The Lakers fell short against the Minnesota Timberwolves and now trail 3-1 in the series. The road ahead: win 3 straight games, or go home. But if there's one thing we know about LeBron James, it's that he doesn't back down from impossible odds. Even in defeat, he was calm, composed, and focused. No panic. No excuses. After the game, LeBron made it clear, the Lakers aren't thinking about winning 3 games. They're thinking about winning 1. You don't think about winning 3. You just think about the next one. That's what matters. Otherwise, the season's over. That laser focus, one game at a time, comes from experience. Because LeBron has done this before. In 2016, he pulled off the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. Down 3-1 against a 73-win Warriors team, LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers stormed back to win the title. It was legendary. And it's a reminder that no series is over until it's over. That same belief is now driving the Lakers. Even after a frustrating Game 4, where the team struggled to execute in the final moments, there's no sense of surrender inside the locker room. Dorian Finney-Smith, a key role player for LA, summed it up after the game. "I saw Bron do it before, laughs. We still believe. We just gotta focus on the next game." He acknowledged the pressure, the hole they've dug themselves into, but also made one thing clear. "We put ourselves in this situation. Now we've got to fight our way out." And it's not just about belief, it's about performance. Through 4 playoff games, LeBron is putting up elite numbers. 26.3 points, 9.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2 steals, and 2.3 blocks per game. At nearly 40 years old, he's still the leader, the motivator, and the best player on the floor for Los Angeles. But some cracks are starting to show. Head coach J.J. Redick made a bold decision in Game 4, keeping his starters in for the entire second half. No rest. No substitutions. That led to some criticism from analysts and fans. Was the team running on fumes late in the game? LeBron doesn't think so. When asked if fatigue was a factor, he shut it down immediately. "I don't think it was fatigue. We had great looks. I missed a layup that could have put us up by 4. That's on me." That's LeBron in a nutshell. No excuses. Just accountability. He didn't blame the coach. He didn't blame his teammates. He looked in the mirror and kept moving forward. And that mindset is exactly what the Lakers need right now. They've been inconsistent all season. They've dealt with injuries, lineup changes, trade rumors, and off-court drama. But now, with their backs against the wall, they need to be perfect. Because Minnesota is no joke. The Timberwolves have been one of the toughest, most physical teams in the league this year. They defend. They rebound. They grind. And in this series, they've done just enough to edge out the Lakers in critical moments. Still, Los Angeles has one major advantage. They have LeBron James. And as history shows, when he's locked in, when he's motivated, and when he smells doubt, that's when he's at his most dangerous. Game 5 is coming fast. And the margin for error is gone. The Lakers have no choice. Win or go home. But this isn't unfamiliar territory for LeBron. In fact, he thrives here. He's led comebacks. He's silenced critics. He's defied age. And now, he's being asked to do it all over again. One more time. Can he do it? Can the Lakers flip the script and become just the 14th team in NBA history to come back from a 3-1 deficit? That story is still unwritten. But as long as LeBron James is healthy, focused, and leading this team, you can never count them out. Because if we've learned anything over the past 2 decades, it's this. Never doubt the king. One name generating serious buzz in trade circles is none other than Miami Heat superstar Bam Adebayo. A dominant presence on both ends of the floor, Adebayo is widely regarded as one of the NBA's elite big men. He's a 3-time All-Star, a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and the defensive backbone of the Miami Heat. Adding a player of his caliber to the Lakers roster could be the game-changing move the franchise needs. It sounds like a fantasy. It sounds like something from a video game. But in the world of the NBA, anything is possible, especially when superstars are involved. Still, the dream might be too good to be true. According to The Athletic's Jovan Buha, while the fit between Adebayo and Luka Doncic would be fantastic from a basketball standpoint, the reality is that the Lakers simply don't have enough to offer Miami in return. I think Bam would fit really well next to Luka. They're both all-NBA level players with high basketball IQs, Buha said on his podcast. But I just don't think the Lakers have the assets to make it happen. And Bam isn't exactly the kind of lob threat they typically want. Defensively, yes, he'd be great. But do I see this trade actually going through? Not really. Buha even laid out what he believed could be the Lakers' best possible trade offer. A package built around Austin Reeves, rookie Dalton Knecht, a 2030 pick swap, and an unprotected 2031 first-round pick. But even that, in his opinion, might not be enough to tempt the Heat. I don't think Miami would accept that, he added. And beyond the trade assets, there's another massive obstacle standing in the way: money. The Lakers are already projected to be well over the salary cap this offseason. Unless the team gets creative, there's almost no room to add a max contract level player like Adebayo. According to Buha, the most the Lakers might have available is the non-taxpayer mid-level exception, and even that could come with hard cap implications. They're not projected to have cap space this summer, Buha explained. At best, they might have the non-taxpayer mid-level exception. But that comes with a hard cap. If they opt for the taxpayer MLE, they get a bit more wiggle room, but it pushes them toward the second apron. So, what would it take to clear the space? According to Buha, it could involve something dramatic, like LeBron James agreeing to a significant pay cut. And that, he says, is unlikely. I've said before, I'm skeptical that LeBron would agree to take less money at this stage of his career, Buha concluded. Meanwhile, things in Miami aren't exactly rosy. After being swept 4-0 by the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round, Bam Adebayo addressed the media and dropped a major hint that change is coming. There are going to be a lot of changes this summer, Adebayo said after the Game 4 loss. That's just how I see it. Be ready for that. Those words have only added fuel to the fire. Is Adebayo hinting that he could be on the move? Or is he referring to adjustments the Heat will make around him? It's hard to say. What we do know is that Bam is coming off another strong individual season and still has massive value around the league. And it's not like Miami is eager to let him go. Just last summer, Adebayo signed a 3-year, $166 million contract extension, keeping him tied to the only NBA franchise he's ever played for. The Heat view him as a franchise cornerstone. Trading him would require a massive return, something only a few teams, if any, are in a position to provide. So, what does all this mean for the Lakers? In reality, a trade for Bam Adebayo is a long shot. The odds are stacked against it from both a financial and trade asset standpoint. But the need for a legitimate big man is undeniable, and LA will need to get creative if they want to stay competitive in a Western Conference that gets tougher every year. With LeBron James entering the twilight of his storied career, every decision matters. There's no room for mistakes. And if the front office wants to maximize what little championship window they have left, it may take a bold swing, even if it seems improbable. For now, the Lakers still have a chance to turn their playoff series around. But if they fall short, expect Rob Pelinka and the front office to get aggressive, because this franchise doesn't rebuild. It reloads.